From Weather Center 6, this is a TV6 and Fox UP Weather Alert.
Happy midday, everybody. Noel Navarro here with your severe thunderstorm warning update. For areas along the Wisconsin border shaded in the orange, it's a severe thunderstorm warning for Gogebic County until 9:15 a.m. Central Daylight Time. We send you to the radar where there is a lot of activity, a lot of lightning strikes and a strong thunderstorm around Presque Isle, Wisconsin. They're moving northeast about 40 miles per hour, which will get to US 2 in minutes. The main threat with these severe thunderstorms, they could produce anything from large hail. We're looking at the possibility of ping pong sized ball hail, 1.5 inch in diameter, that would lead to damage to roof sidings and trees and vehicle damage. If you're in the area, the best course of action is to go inside your building immediately, interior, away from windows, and likely to the lowest floor. The main thunderstorm for Gogebic County, the severe thunderstorm warning till 9:15 a.m. Central Time. Again, these cells are moving northeast at speeds of 35 to 40 miles per hour. They could get to the US 2 between Marinesco and Watersmeet rather quickly. The radar has simulated the time, or I'd give you an estimated time of around 9:18 a.m. Central Time to Marinesco, and Gogebic, the city of it, 9:28 Central Time. So again, weather alert, severe thunderstorm warning for Gogebic County for the western UP until 9:15 a.m. Central Daylight Time. It is active, and we expect more thunderstorm threats to continue throughout the day, be sweeping west to east for your Monday afternoon. Stay with us. Let's send you back to your regularly scheduled programming.
The snow is expected to slam the Great Lakes state, making travel difficult. Let's go there now to Local News Live meteorologist Noel Navarro outside Negaunee Township. That's in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. What can you tell us there?
Deborah, well, currently right now the snow is just coming down, and we've seen anything from the big flakes to some small, almost slushy conditions because of it's a wet mixture of snow right now. It's not really good for us, especially for the road crews to remove it. It's tough to remove that sticky snow and the slush, so they did a good job earlier for areas of the central UP, which is where we're at, and we're just west of the biggest city, or the largest city here, Marquette, which is around 20,000 people in population, but now it's starting to come down. What they're prepared for is the slippery conditions, obviously, but also near zero visibility. Right now, it's about a quarter or less here on US 41, one of the main arteries of the UP that connects Marquette to other towns out west, too. It's a different story northwest of us, about 70 miles to the northern tip of the UP, Upper Peninsula. They're dealing with some heavy lake effect snow at this moment, and they're dealing with near zero visibility, and we're going to be preparing for this as it transitions from west, central, and east throughout the night. So you mentioned winter storm warnings also in upstate New York, and we've got ours in effect. They'll be continuing on until tomorrow before the snow starts to settle. But right now, it's looking good for travel, good for commuters. But once we roll into the evening commute, they're going to have to worry about those elements of poor visibility and also just the slippery conditions with the snow. We're going to expect snowfall rates to exceed 1 inch per hour into the evening as lake effect comes along. And also, we're just getting used to things here, Deborah. It was a mild winter last season, and it really hurt the businesses out here. So businesses are welcoming them out here for snowmobilers to come up. We got the UP 200, which is one of our big events for dog sledding. So we're all looking forward to what's going to be laid here, because the ground snow, some has exceeded 4 feet in portions of the UP, especially out east. So we're welcoming this, but at the same time, we're getting back to the groove to drive safe from west to east, north to south.
Well, Noel Navarro, we appreciate your report, and you keep safe as well.
Hi, Noel Navarro, also at the UP State Fair. Thanks, Barbara. Sunny finish to Wednesday before the weather turns bad. Right, Gober? Rain coming next in your full forecast. Grace, Cody, it's a bit humid now. The dew points are almost in the mid-60s, still pretty warm, near 80 degrees. So I got to tell you, I had to move over to the dairy farm number 8 here to get a little bit of shade. Up and away, UP. Noel here with videographer Steven DeLaurante. We're up on the Ferris wheel. I got to thank Sonia and Jamie Skurbeck, the Skurbeck team, for allowing us to ride this and give you an awesome view overhead of the UP State Fair. going on since 1928. The grandstand, the crowds are packing those areas too. It's just a wonderful night here as we celebrate here for August in Escanaba.
At this hour, it's getting windy and our wildfire risk is back.
We're watching drought conditions again, Noel.
Yeah, Grace and Cody, I'm also watching Tristan and Steven. Hey, hi guys, how's it going? I think Bugsy Sailor's right there next to him. Say hi, come on Bugsy. The Fresh Coast Film Festival is kicking off and our landmark in camera is holding on. Not to dear life. Hey, you guys, I miss you guys so well. I got to take you out of the picture there though. Unfortunately, southerly winds are at 21 miles per hour in the Marquette area. Gusts are higher than that. So keeping an eye on that. And as you can know, for today, there were some areas where burning restrictions were county-wide. Welcome back, everybody. Rain across the eastern half of Upper Michigan and snow in the mix across the north central portions of the region. Some of that snow is making its way and trickling over to Covington and southern Houghton County like Kenton and Sidnaw. But where we're seeing the concentration is over areas like Three Lakes, Astoria, and even down towards Republic and around northeastern Iron County, northeastern Dickinson County too. Now, I showed this camera earlier in the newscast, M28 Imperial Heights Road over in Spur Township, Baraga County, but now we're starting to see the showers over the area. It is 38 degrees, a north wind that looks to pick up in speed overnight and pressure low at 29.66 inches on the barometer. Meanwhile, it rained first across the eastern UP. It's a slippery Mackinac Bridge and a bit gusty too from the west. It's 40 miles per hour, pressure value nearly at 29.50 inches on the barometer. So driving hazards, we're going to brace for the poor travel conditions ahead, whether it's going to be that mess of rain and wet snow and the windy conditions and also poor visibility brought about by heavy precipitation and fog. Here's a satellite radar, and I took the isobars away just to save all the stuff in the picture here. We're going to focus on the low pressure system around Saginaw Bay, and now you see that it's going to follow the path of the jet stream. It takes a little curve to the left, and as a result, this low pressure system is expected to loop around the UP through Thursday. I like to see it. It's a counterclockwise turn. I like to see that our time is up for the mild autumn here in the UP because it's going to be drawn to that cold surge of air that's going across areas of Iowa and northern Illinois. The America's Dairyland is bracing for some accumulating snow. Wisconsin, satellite and radar, future radar and temperature. That's where we make the switch, and it's going to be widespread with this mess of rain and snow into the overnight hours in Upper Michigan, where temperatures are below 35 degrees. That's where you can expect the snow to stick as we see this time frame around 3:30 a.m. Eastern time. It's going to be more rain for the eastern counties as we roll into 8 o'clock a.m. where that morning commute starts to pick up. Now we're going to start to see more transition to rain. But here's the problem. If there was any of that snow that accumulated on the grasses near the roads, they got more water content that could bring that slush in and make it a mess along areas like M28. So be aware of that. We get into the afternoon hours. Eventually, we're going to start to see it dry out from east to west gradually into Thursday evening. Your high temperatures will range around the 40-degree mark overall. Here's your snowfall forecast. 3 inches or more possible for areas like Spur Township and Michigami. So the Hurons and Michigami Highlands to get 3 inches or more of snowfall. 1 to 3 inches for that medium shade of blue. But keep in mind, near the lake shores, whether it's the Bay of Green Bay and Lake Superior, little to snow accumulation expected along the immediate shorelines. I want the whole content, not just the wet snow, but what about the rain? So it's all melted into a liquid equivalent. By your Thursday morning, half an inch or more of total precipitation from east to central. And then by the time we get to Thursday evening, 1.5 inches are possible for some areas, total precipitation, especially Marquette County. You got to watch out for those winds too. They're going to be picking up overnight. By your morning commute, when it's all slippery, a north wind could gust over 40 miles per hour, and it doesn't have to be near Lake Superior. Brace for this travel ahead. In your TV6 extended forecast, it starts to gradually dwindle, whether it's the wintry precipitation or the wind. A good sign. But as you can see, high temperatures ranging overall in the 30s for next week. I think it's a turn as we're getting into late autumn in Upper Michigan.
All right, we'll watch out carefully tomorrow morning.
Yes.
Thank you, Noel, for the updates.